Hi everyone. Today you will be learning about many good things related to the 17th century England. The discussion is going to be more political and less literary, but I assure you that it will not be boring. Learning about these events would also help you a great deal in proper understanding of the literature, particularly the comedy of manners, which for many of you forms an important part of your course. Today we have a very simple question to answer. What is the restoration period? I know that once you hear it, your mind takes you to 1660, but without knowing about what happened before that would leave the picture incomplete. I have therefore decided to take you to 1660 in an interesting manner so that the picture becomes visible from all angles. As you know that Charles I became the King of England in 1625. He was the son of King James I, who had succeeded Queen Elizabeth in 1603. Charles I in his childhood was a sickly child and would therefore stay away from traveling and mixing with others. A kind of introvert, he had his own way of interpreting life. When he became king, he believed that kings were intended by God to rule. This implied that he was not supposed to answer the people or the parliament. He was directly answerable to God. This is actually the doctrine of the divine rights of kings. It also alienated him from the parliament. He showed distrust in all that the parliamentarians would submit to him. He viewed the House of Commons a part of the problem and not the solution. The Puritans were also against him as they formed a majority in the parliament. The situation aggravated when England had to raise money through taxation to meet the growing military expenses. Uh, the war with Spain and then France proved heavy, and the economy needed extra money. Charles I wanted new taxes while the parliament was against his policy. Realizing that the parliament opposed him, he didn't call the parliament for 11 years since 1629. This decision was in line with the doctrine of the divine rights of the king, as we referred to above. However, he was forced to summon Parliament in 1640 when he needed funds for war against Scotland, which he had initiated in 1639. Instead of attending to what he wanted, the parliamentarians demanded discussion of their grievances. Feeling frustrated, he dissolved the parliament again. But the time was out of joint for him, and in 1641 he was forced to offer concessions, but it was then too little, too late. Charles the First Charles the First resorted to desperate measures to avoid impeachment. He arrested key leaders and started gathering his forces. All these measures could not stop the country to enter a civil war in 1642, with his supporters as the royalists on one side and the parliamentarians on the other. The subsequent events led to his arrest, and by 1648 all his supporters had been defeated. The civil war ended with his execution for charges of high treason in 1649. His son Charles II tried to win the crown, but in vain, and kept hiding till he escaped to France. The country, the English people and the Parliament chose Oliver Cromwell, who became the Lord Protector of England in 1653 till his death in 1658. After Cromwell's death, it was difficult to keep the country united, and when in 1660 Charles II issued Declaration of Breda, stating his desire for free parliament, payment of arrears to army, general amnesty, liberty of conscience, and settlement of disputes, the people welcomed restoration of monarchy, and Charles II was restored as the King of England. So this is what we mean by restoration, and in the history, the literature written after the restoration of monarchy in 1660 till 1685, as long as Charles II remained the king, as restoration literature. Some historians also include the time of James II, who ruled England for some 4 years from 1685 to 1688. All right. This is all that I had to tell you about the restoration. In the next lecture, I will be taking you to the restoration literature and the comedy of manners. So till then, take good care of yourself, and thank you very much for your precious time.